All right, good morning, folks. It is Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. I'm Anthony. This is Drive Dive. So what are we talking about this week? I think is choosing different activities to meet different goals and match your identity. In my video yesterday, I mentioned this idea of football, watching football, and how at times, sure, 3-4 hours to watch a game. Maybe you're watching it with some close family friends and building relationships. But if your goal is to build those relationships, there might be a different activity, like for my son and I playing Disney Lorcana, where we can spend the same amount of time together, build our relationship together, but also get better at some other skills and accomplish some other goals, like being more competitive Disney Lorcana players, right? And something that's a bit more active rather than passive, like watching football. But that same activity of watching football, we can't share Disney Lorcana with everyone else in our lives because they just might not be as interested, right? Or they might not have the time to invest in the cards and building decks and developing their skill level in terms of their play. And so it's just not something that we can share with other members of our family. So watching a football game like the Super Bowl would be a good activity and a good way to build our relationships with extended family, right? So when is it a good activity? When is there maybe a better one? Again, not saying bad activity, right? But there might be a better one. Similarly, I think about watching TV that way. YouTube, for example. We often need to relax, unwind, watch some television. And I'm not saying watching television is bad, but what we choose to put on that television could be what elevates that activity. And that might help us not just accomplish the goal of relaxing and unwinding, but might also help us develop our knowledge, build some type of skill, etc. The other example I think I've shared with my students is listening to music. I don't think anyone's ever going to argue that listening to music is bad. Okay, there might be times where it's not the best choice, like in the classroom when you're supposed to be focused on learning a particular topic, supposed to be focused on maybe engaging with your peers as a student, engaging with your teacher as well. Maybe listening to music gets in the way of those sorts of things. Yeah, sure, I could play music during a collaborative activity and then, okay, everyone's listening to that same music, and okay, we can enhance that activity in the way we incorporate it into the lesson, right? But just listening to music on your own independently with an earbud might not be the best choice. But I'd also said the type of music that you listen to. Said I know that maybe one of my goals is to just generally be happier, feel better. And so listening to music, that activity could be enhanced by the type of music that I listen to. Something a bit more positive, uplifting, upbeat, right, with words of encouragement and celebration, rather than maybe the heavier rock and sometimes very angry, even depressing lyrics. Again, might not be the best choice. I said, but sometimes my goal is to perform, right? I like to work out. So if I'm trying to lift heavy and be active and really be motivated for that workout and push through certain points, right? Persevere to the end. Well, maybe then that louder, heavier, angrier type of music might be the right choice, might be the right way to engage in that activity of listening to music. So there's a lot of reflection, I think, in terms of the activities we engage in, the timing, what they might be paired with, and just how we can engage in those activities differently to just enhance the experience and maybe better align with some of our goals, multiple goals, right? Create that synergy I think I spoke about way back when in going down this rabbit hole of productivity and trying to figure out ways to feel better about myself and my routines. Those are just some of the different things we can talk about, think about, and some slight changes we can make without feeling bad about watching television or listening to music. Is some of those more passive activities. Now we can actually turn them into productive ones. So that's it for me. I think short and sweet. And I'll share really quickly. This is maybe my 43rd video on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind, take that 30 seconds to comment down below. Let's engage with one another. All right, again, let's make this traditionally passive activity of watching YouTube a bit more productive. Let's try to engage with one another. Give us some ideas, some different activities, and how you've maybe altered them, tweaked them, or if you're looking for some advice, I'd be happy to give you some. Brainstorm with you. I'd be a thought partner. So do that. Give us a like. Check out some of my other videos, and if there are any that you think I should watch and be inspired by, feel free to share those too. But yeah, give us a subscribe, hit that notification bell so you catch me tomorrow. All right, see ya. Have a good one.